What does GBD9Q mean? I'm currently doing skincare in my freaking bedroom, but my friend was curious on why I asked him this. He claimed he had some trouble with reading, which is fine. I had a ton of trouble reading too. So why did I just send this random string of letters and numbers? Well, just like doctors, learning specialists, we have little tricks that may not formally diagnose somebody, but it gives us very quick information. One type of test that I do, which is on the fly with a lot of students, if they say that they have issues with reading or they sometimes read a word that simply isn't there, is I send this string of symbols. Go ahead, see if you could say this string of symbols out loud kind of fluently. Fluently, it would sound like this, GBD9Q. And you would have to say it in one breath like that. And you only get one try. Why do you only get one try? Well, because when it comes to reading words that aren't there, we sometimes think, oh, the student might be dyslexic, which is a language processing disorder. People think, oh, well, do you just flip D's and B's backwards? Well, I have bad news for you. Everyone flips D's and B's backwards. And dyslexia is not actually seeing letters backwards. Dyslexia is your brain is thinking so hard about what it's reading that since it's focused on what it's reading, it sometimes doesn't have time to figure out in what direction it's reading. Hence, somebody that may have issues with dyslexic tendencies, may have issues reading words that are not there, would really struggle saying GBD9Q in one statement without pausing, without being like GBD9Q. Like if you tried to read it and it sounded like that, you may need to look at some kind of what we call symbol imagery work. You may need to look at what we would consider some dyslexic interventions because your brain is not quite able to process these letters, which, okay, here's the spoiler alert, are all kind of the same, right? G, B, D, 9, and Q are all basically the same symbol, just in different directions. And that's why it's a little learning specialist trick that we sometimes do. You just throw this string of letters and numbers at students and see if they could read it kind of fluently. If they cannot, we may want to do further testing for dyslexia and reading challenges. I hope this helps.